Hello everyone, my name is Hugo David Narvaez Obando, and this is my final project for my professional communication for an interconnected world. The title of my project is Improving Communication between Colombian and German nurses in a hospital in Bogota. I decided to choose this topic because I'm a medicine student and communication is one of the most important skills in hospitals. Good communication saves lives, but different cultures work together. Sometimes they don't understand each other very well. In this project, I learned how culture affects the way people speak, listen, and react. Now, I will explain the situation, the communication problem, the solutions, and what I learned from this experience. Okay, continue. The situations take place in a big international hospital in Bogota, Colombia. In this hospital, Colombian and German nurses work together in the emergency department. Both groups are professional and care a lot about their patients. However, their communication styles are very different. Colombian nurses are very friendly, talkative, and expressive. They like to smile, talk during work, and create a positive environment. And German nurses are more serious, direct, and focus on rules and efficiency. They prefer short and clear messages and don't like small talk during work hours. Because of this difference, they something have conflicts and misunderstandings. The problem started when both groups began to interpret each other's behavior in negative ways. The Colombian nurse thought that the German nurse were cold, distant, or rude because they didn't talk much. The German nurse thought that the Colombian were wasting time walking instead of working, and this difference created tension, especially when they had to share patient information quickly. Sometimes they didn't understand the other person's tone or body language, and that causes mistakes. For example, one German nurse gave an introduction directly, and a Colombian nurse felt offended because it sounded too strong. Another time, a Colombian nurse gave an emotional explanation, and the German nurse didn't understand the real message behind it. These problems happen because culture influence how we communicate in Colombian culture. People value emotion, closeness, and teamwork. It's normal to talk in a warm and expressive way, using gestures and personal comments. In German culture, people value structure, punctuality, and honesty. Mm, they prefer to speak directly to save time and avoid confusion. For them, being direct is not rude, it's clear and efficient. So when these two styles meet, one can feel disrespected, and the other can feel frustrated. That's why it's so important to understand cultural communication difference in international environments. To solve this problem, I created a communication plan with three main areas. First, I suggested doing intercultural communication workshops. These workshops can help nurses learn about other cultures, values, and communication styles. They can discuss examples to role plays and reflect on how to adapt their language and tone. Second, I recommended having short daily meetings, maybe 5 minutes at the start of every shift. In these meetings, they can share patient information clearly and make sure everyone understands. These meetings also help create teamwork and trust between Colombian and German nurses. Um, Third, I suggested having a cultural mediator or a team leader who understands both cultures. This person can help when there is confusion and make sure everyone feels respect and heard. Uh, I think these solutions can make communication easier, reduce stress, and improve the quality of patient care. When people understand each other, they work faster, make fewer mistakes, and feel happier in their jobs. Working on this project was a very good experience for me. At the beginning, it was difficult to organize my ideas because I had to think about cultural language and communication all at the same time. While doing the communication plan and learning how to analyze a situation using questions like what is the conflict, what are the cultural values, what can be done to fix it. Then, when I wrote the argumentative report, I practiced writing in a formal and persuasive way. I learned to explain ideas clearly, use transition words, and write like a professional consultant. I also use I tools to check my grammar and vocabulary, but I didn't copy everything. I read the feedback carefully and decide what to keep. This helped me learn for more and improve my grading. I also noticed that communication is not only about words, it's about tone, gestures, and respect. This project showed with me how important empathy and listening are when working with people from different backgrounds. This project helped me grow in many ways. I learned that good communication is not about speaking a lot, it's about understanding. I also learned that when we work with people from other cultures, we need to be flexible. We can't expect everyone to think or speak like us. Instead, we should listen, observe, and adapt. As a future doctor, I believe these skills are very important. I will work with patients and professionals from many countries, and I need to understand how culture affects communication. And thanks to this project, I feel more confident in speaking English, organizing ideas, and presenting in front of others. I want to say that intercultural communication is one of the keys to success in very international environment. When we learn to respect cultural difference, we build better relationships and stronger teams. Thank you very much for watching my presentation. You can scan the QR code to see my video and visual presentation about this project. I hope you enjoyed it. I also hope you learn something new about communication between cultures. Thank you.